I used to listen to you, but I used to watch you, but yeah, I've gotten that over the years. Oftentimes, you may upset somebody with an opinion that they don't like. Sometimes it's not even opinions. What I find fascinating is people will get upset with facts. They'll get upset with facts. They don't want to hear facts anymore unless they're, the facts align with their way of thinking. And then inevitably you get some sort of email there saying, I'm not going to listen to you anymore. I'm going to be honest, not getting many of those, quite frankly. People are, I guess, somewhat understanding my point of view. However, what I am getting quite often right now is emails from listeners where they're saying, hey, listen, it's really close to an election. And we really want Donald Trump to win. And we really think that if now is not the best time, you probably should tone down any criticism you have of Trump. Trump's the better choice, so you shouldn't criticize him at this point in time. It's going to hurt his chances. And I get this often from people out there. And listen, I appreciate the point that you're making. However, how credible would I be in what I've done? I've had this show for 25 years, radio show for 25 years, been doing this podcast, obviously not as long, but in essence, had a platform for 25 years. If I started censoring myself because of an election, or I said, you know what, I'm not going to cover something, I'm not going to cover an economic point from a certain candidate that I may be voting for, that I think is patently absurd. Would that be serving my listeners well? Again, my job is to put my clients' interests above my own. With that, also as well, I take that same approach when it comes to my listeners. How credible would I be if I started to censor myself? I'm not a paid Fox pundit. I'm not a paid contributor on any of these programs here. I am fiercely independent. I will always be that way. Notwithstanding offers that I've had in the past that I have refused to take up that could have been quite profitable, quite frankly, if I were to take on one of those roles. That's not who I am. And I'm not the only one that deals with it. Got people that I have a great deal of respect for. Mike Rowe, Mike Rowe from Dirty Jobs, deals with the same exact thing. Kat Timpf from Fox, and she is a paid contributor, but they let her basically do and say whatever she wants. Or she just put out a book on this, and she made the point is that she'll be at parties or gatherings in New York. And people might not know who she is. She said she'd be better off telling people that she was a porn star than actually working for Fox News, because once you say that, forget it. You're in liberal Manhattan. No one wants to hear what you have to say. Don't be that person. Wise man once said, that's it. A wise man learns from a fool, but a fool learns from no one. I'm sorry. If again, I may have said some of you out there. I know you want Trump to win, and you think that this is the most important election ever. Is that what you really? Be honest. Is that what you really expect of me or want out of me? If I see an absolutely ridiculous policy coming from a candidate, I am not supposed to criticize it. I'm supposed to let it go. Again, you wouldn't respect me if I did that. WatchDog on WallStreet.com.